As it death spasms, it completely lets go of the ship, which was still sitting at 30 degrees, and now it is actually sitting low. The bow actually went underwater. So you're now sitting at a 15-degree angle the other direction.
Can I wake up yet?
No.
No, you don't get to play.
Well, you'll get to try, like I said. But yeah, you're still holding on. Still hurts like hell. But your feet have swung the other direction. Your feet swing the other direction. What did you roll?
I rolled an 11.
You still hold on. You need to roll Constitution.
Here we go. 14.
Okay. Still hurts like hell. You hear another snap in your arm.
Come on.
There's gonna be a lot of first aid after this fight.
That's rough.
And now your arms are facing your legs are facing the other direction as well.
Okay.
You're treading water, and you see what's left of the aft of the ship actually go up in the air, and now you have a full view of bodies.
It's not great.
Yeah. Like human bodies that have...
Check them for loot.
Basically, you were seeing
Your own death.
some half chewed or large beak marks taking out chunks. Some have just drowned.
Okay.
Stuff like that.
Okay.
Just kind of laying haphazardly in what's left of the aft of the ship.
Okay.
All right, Dylan, roll.
Here's your chance.
Here we go.
Screw it up.
Roll. What am I rolling for? Huh?
What the?
You wake up
I wake
so hard.
I wake up joint in action.
Yes, because
crazy.
you rolled a nat 20, I'll give you 2 actions at this point because you are falling.
Oh, I'm falling. Okay.
You're sliding.
Can I get
Slowly
up?
sliding.
So as I'm sliding up, I'm just trying to grab a rail.
Yeah.
Do I need to roll?
Yes.
You say as you were sliding up?
Or whichever.
Yeah.
one.
He's sliding backwards from what we
He's sliding
had been.
forward.
Dex.
Yes.
So 10.
10. You catch the rail.
Mm-hmm.
Your arm's still dislocated.
Oh,
So it hurts like hell, so roll Constitution.
you pass out again.
Nope.
15.
Okay, you don't pass out this time. It hurts like hell. You
That
have
would have been
more
great
action.
though. Just instantly went back
Yeah,
to
one
sleep.
more
I have one more action.
Yes.
So I don't see the squid anymore.
It is sunk. It is, and actually not only. Actually, you don't see a damn thing because when you look up, all you see is the aft of the ship now.
Sucks when that's all you can see is the aft.
Yeah,
That's my favorite part of it.
got kind of a broken aft too.
You could use that last action, do like a victory pose, Although I guess you kind of never got to do
Heal your shoulder.
much. You did have a spell that you cast.
I casted a cantrip. So
Wait, True Strike is a cantrip?
Yep.
That's a good cantrip.
it's a very good cantrip.
Well, unless you can't concentrate.
That's
Yeah.
true. That's very true.
Yeah, you could like cure wounds on your shoulder.
But I'm too cool for that.
Oh, well, there you go.
I don't know. I don't know what it'll do. So I don't see the octopus, so I think it's still alive, right?
As far as you know, you
That's
just
true.
woke up.
That's true.
So can I make a knowledge nature check to see what the natural predator of giant octopi are?
Sure.
If you want to know if it's dead or not, why don't you just use a free action to ask us?
Well, you don't know nothing.
I saw what happened.
You've got no idea what the natural predator of a giant octopus is, and you just used your other action. So
Cool.
A giant or octopus.
a giant octopus.
But you have a pretty
There's
good
always a bigger
deception, so you could like bluff and be like, I know all sorts of stuff,
Yeah.
even though you don't.
He'd be bluffing us though. Be like, that sounds great.
Well, I was actually thinking of doing silent illusion to make a bigger fish.
Okay. Zach.
Or maybe a big.
All right, so I'm like slightly sliding down because it's only.
Just be an illusion.
You're anchored at this point, but
Right.
you're in a lot of pain.
Okay, that sounds like something I should
Something
pick
popped up on.
So I didn't take damage, right? But I'm kind
No,
of
it's the same.
impaired.
It's the same arm, but it's
Yeah.
And
Was-
boat sinking.
And the boat's sinking, but that's not.
Oh, I didn't say that.
Well, we're tipped down the wrong way, but I have nothing.
And the aft
Yeah.
section snapped off, right?
The aft
Yeah.
section's gone.
I don't know most boats that can snap.
I don't have boat repairable spell. So I.
Well, if you didn't check that proficiency, that's like a no-brainer.
I messed up. If we had actually read through the contracts instead of just grabbed the first one, we might not have been on a boat in the first place. So I will.
That's a great boat ride.
Would it take like? Can I make a? Because burning a spell slot on just a dislocation is kind of. Can I just make a medicine check to see if I can pass so like Mel Gibson my shoulder back in?
Sure.
Mel Gibson is an action.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, is that like?
You can pop it back
Isn't
into
that a
place.
skill?
It's a -7.
Well, it's like a medicine.
But just bear in
because
mind,
it's
you
not
heard a
good.
secondary snap.
From me.
Yes.
So you just gotta smack both your arms at the same
so my
time.
arm might be broken.
Well, I was gonna say,
Mel
you're holding on with the
Gibsoning
same
is snapping
arm.
your
that
arm.
you
Would I
held on
know if
for
my
first.
arm's
also
broken?
anti-syphilis.
First of all, I've had an arm broken before, and you don't always know right off the bat. So can I
You win
like,
some and you
It's
lose
like that.
some.
All you heard was a snap. I mean, there's already so much
pain in
pain.
my shoulder?
There's already
There
so
was
much
like a
pain in
5-year
your
span where
arm
he just
that
just
the
like
second snap,
worst
you
move,
didn't
yeah.
feel
the
anything.
Patriot.
Okay.
It just, it
Very
now
worried about
hurts
that.
a lot.
Is my arm attached?
It's still on there.
Okay. All right.
You would have taken at least a little damage if your arm fell off.
I would assume.
That's at least 2-3.
It's only a fresh wound.
You know what?
That's
I'm just. It would just to burn a cure wounds just to make sure I'm tip top shape. Can I do that?
Sure.
Okay, yeah, I'll do that. Just I want to feel good about myself. I want to feel.
Okay, so that's your action? That's,
Yeah, I guess I'm standing, right?
Team player.
Yeah, I'm like leaning. I'm kind of crouched. Okay. So I know that Stromile and Guy are in the back, but I don't know how well they are.
You
in
don't
terms
see
of-
them.
I don't need them. So I'm gonna. I cure wounds myself, my shoulder, and then I'm gonna start trudging. I guess up now.
Okay.
So probably like whatever half speed or whatever up towards the aft to make sure they're okay.
okay.
And my shoulder feels great.
Yeah, that would be
Yeah, I'm feeling great.
Okay, so you're heading back up.
Yeah.
Butcher.
That would
Okay.
be-
Saren? So the first thing I'm going to do is I did see them go in that direction, both of them, and I'm just going to walk up there and I'm going to tie my rope, because we all got rope.
That's right.
That's adventuring gear, bud.
That's right.
I'm going to tie that to the railing and throw the rest down, because good lord, our teammates are drowning here and you're casting Cure Light Wounds on yourself. Team
There
player.
ain't nothing light about it. It's just cure wounds.
So yeah.
Heal thyself, cleric.
I'm gonna drop a rope down for
fan of me.
Guy and Stromile here, because it seems like the decent thing to do. And I tied it to something because I'm not pulling them up because A, dislocated shoulder, B, no strength. So I'm assuming I know how to tie a knot though.
Okay. So that's your actions, that's what you're doing?
I honestly don't think I could do anything else if I wanted to, except as a free action, I could say,
Here's a rope.
here's a rope.
Yeah, shout
You
down.
enjoy that.
Okay. Alright, that'll work.
I'm obviously.
Again to you, you're still treading water. You now see a rope come flying over the aft of the ship.
Nice.
And you hear from up there, here's a rope.
And I see this too, like I see him doing it.
Roll perception for me right quick.
See if you can see that rope.
8 plus 3, so 11.
Okay, so all you see is rope. What are you going to do?
I'm gonna take it, man. I'm gonna climb it.
Okay.
Climb up.
So
I
you're,
figured you'd have a good chance
you're
of climbing
starting
that
to climb
rope.
up the rope.
Yeah.
Say it again.
You're starting to climb up the rope.
Okay.
Alright.
Nice job.
Actually, combat's over, so
Cool. Okay, so we
we're
can do
done with that. All right, so you climb back up to the aft portion of the ship. The ship is now just kind of bobbing out of the water because of all of the water that was actually in the aft as it shot back up. All that water actually went in the front. You know, like when you have a pop bottle and you put a little water into it and you throw it into
Are we floating?
Yeah, you're still floating.
We're listing. That's a good
listing.
word.
That
All the boat knowledge is
Yeah.
coming into play.
Man,
See, I
wow.
checked that on my character sheet.
The ship
You know,
is
listing,
slowly,
put it in.
again, moving down the river, kind of just bobbing up and down like a bobber. It is actually moving. Well, I was trying to be nautical, but I'm not going to. It's moving to the right.
Oh, starboard.
Starboard. Yeah, that's
I
right.
got you.
We're listing stuff.
You guys,
You're listing
pirate nerds.
starboard towards the shoreline, which that's if you just let it do it, it'll run up against the bank in probably about 10 minutes, give or take. The river's fairly fast. You're also you're moving down the river at still a pretty good clip. Now that the octopus is no longer holding the ship in place.
Nice job, by the way.
I did
Sorry, I
notice.
couldn't help.
Well, you intimidated it.
Yeah.
It was probably pretty scary.
You distracted it while a guy killed
Just
it.
made it even madder.
Ah.
Yeah.
You notice he didn't
Everybody
say
needs
guy
to roll
grabbed that
perception.
rope.
Oh, perception?
I'm assuming guy is still floating down the river. Ooh, nat 1.
I used them all
Beauty.
up. 14. 13.
Okay.
19.
Okay. Everybody but Ryan, everybody but Saren notices that there is no guy.
The sad part is I was the one who just noticed that
He
in
did not
real
grab the
life,
rope.
and now in character, no clue.
We have a ship.
I was like,
Half
hey
of a
guys,
ship.
Yeah, we
dibs on captain.
Okay, so like, hey, so I guess I'm still in the back, kind of look back to see kind of where we were in river, and just to see if he's there.
Yeah.
He's just not.
No guy.
We're guileless.
Huh?
He's yeah. We're guileless.
I was busy checking out, like, I was probably just gathering the rope back up, putting it back.
Yeah.
You can't waste a
You're
good
still
rope.
back there, but gathering the rope back up, that's a good excuse. Roll another perception check.
Oh, okay, that's much better. 18.
That was a good
That
roll.
was.
You notice all your gear's gone too.
What?
All my gear? Even my weapon?
Except for what you had run up to the deck with.
Yeah, we actually did
Remember-
gather our stuff,
Remember,
though.
I packed my pack on.
Yeah,
I
we
was
actually
first
thought
up.
we like gathered all our stuff and then ran. I mean, that would just be my pack, my weapon, which I
So
keep with
his
me.
stuff is gone.
Okay, so whoever's stuff was still down in the
That
cabin,
actually, yeah, would just
all
be
that's
you.
gone.
Yeah.
But you just need your weapon. I mean, come on.
Okay.
I don't need much.
He is an outlander.
It is
loin
true.
skin and my
So yeah,
skins.
so do I see like all this junk just floating
By
in
the
the
way,
water
what do
down
you
there?
look like?
Not really.
Me?
It's not gone.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's just gone.
I'm a god?
Is it safe to assume that we are the only living beings still left on this ferry?
Probably.
Let's just say I need a
Perception.
big loin skin.
Should we all
For
roll?
another
perception?
one.
If you all want to look for
Yeah.
survivors.
I'd like to.
10.
Oh, it was so close. 13 again.
8.
It's that 20.
Again.
It's not that
Get
hard.
some. With a -1, but it's still in that 20.
Yeah. nat 20 is
There
always
are
nice.
tons of bodies below deck, and none of them are alive.
Ugh.
Yeah, generally don't describe them as bodies if they're doing okay.
Yeah.
So that's a good point.
Well, there could be one that's just out.
Just playing
But
it.
there's bodies
It's not
strewn
dead
all over
yet,
what's left of
you
the
know?
lower deck of the aft, but they are all drowned or dead. One of the two. So yeah, you guys are the only survivors from this ship. Guy's gone. The ship is in no condition to go anywhere at this point other than
Slowly towards the shore.
slowly towards
Yeah.
the shore.
So, I don't want to sound too callous, but he did have all that dried meat in his quarters. Can we still get there?
It ain't dry no more.
Well, now we need someone who... Now we have someone who's
actually in the bow, which is now underwater.
Which was eaten.
See, should have eaten all of his dry meat.
You're right.
We
Next
missed
time,
it.
After the
Next
dry
time.
meat. That's why.
Next time we'll just eat the guy.
Well,
Just
if it
save him the
comes
trouble.
to
Eat the
it.
guy.
Yeah.
I make so many jokes
Yeah.
about what he says and his catchphrases, but you know
Yeah.
what? Don't know any of them.
Yeah.
Well,
Well,
I mean, it's,
Saren or you?
I know it's a meme.
Let's. So I guess we beach it and we hop off the boat, right?
Beach
We-
it.
Beach it.
Okay. You hop off the
Swamplands
boat,
have great
and if you
beaches.
look on the map, you are about
There.
not a little past halfway down
Nice. Think there.
on the river. Yeah, so you're stalking through the swamp and marshlands of Marshawna. You're talking about roughly an 8 to 10 hour hike to get to Swiling Point.
Because you have your gear, and you didn't fall in the water or anything.
No.
So the contract is still good.
Oh yeah, I
Okay.
still got that with me.
I mean, I would imagine it's good anyway.
You sure?
As far as I know, I mean, I would have stuffed into my magical pack that can hold like everything for some reason.
Wait, you have a
Would you like to
No,
roll?
but it's just like how can you hold all that stuff?
To roll to see if
Roll to check your gear, make sure everything's there, or think about it at least.
I'd like to think about it. I wonder if
Well, I
my
mean,
gear's
think
still
about. I mean,
Yeah,
roll
yeah.
to think about whether or not you're actually
Should
going
I?
to check.
Nah.
just assume. So like we're probably okay.
Just gonna assume. Okay.
Characters aren't dumb.
Oh yeah, I know. I mean, I assume we go through our stuff.
Yeah.
So how does like the concept of a short rest work in 5e, where you take a breather, you have some orange slices, some juice boxes.
Yeah, we're getting close. Yeah. It's like you have to stop and basically do nothing other than very light. I mean, you could like play an instrument or just talk, but for an hour. It takes an hour.
An hour?
It takes an hour.
Wow, they increased
And-
the length of a short rest.
Because the theory is.
Might as well just turn that into a long
Well,
rest.
because the theory is you would heal up and stuff, and healing naturally, like resting and getting that refreshment, takes it takes more than 2 minutes. So I don't think we have that kind of time. I think we need to get.
I guess we'll
skedaddle.
just keep going.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Unless somebody else wants to stop.
right, you have to just decide whether or not you want to make camp and then take the 10-hour trek.
What time is it of day?
By mid-afternoon.
Who makes camp in mid-afternoon and travels at night?
But we're gonna show up then. How long was it again?
10 hours.
We're gonna show up at night.
I see what you mean.
Does
And
that
we
look
just went
sketchy?
through all that, peril.
I know, we have been
I
through
know
some
you-
rough
I'm
I shouldn't be
emotionally
using that
starved.
word because
This
I don't
actually,
know that word.
this seems like a good time to ask. Would it even be safe to camp here?
Oh, yeah.
This is your
Would
territory.
it be safe to camp here?
Roll wisdom. You know where you're at. But I think you do.
The one thing
Your
about it
hometown,
again,
man.
15.
Okay. This is a fairly tame area of swamp.
Minus the octopus.
It's very tame now.
This is actually considered the highlands of Marshawna. It's the least wet area, so there actually is solid ground where you can set up camp and not have to worry about sleeping
Better
in
do it while we can.
3 inches of tepid water.
Yeah.
It reeks to high heaven because there's rotting plants and everything else, and
Awesome.
Rotting octopus.
but you're not in a
Rotting
heavy.
guy.
You're not in heavy swamp. You're kind of in a clearing. It's just got a lot of marsh grass and stuff like that. It doesn't have a lot of trees and stuff like that.
I think since it's mid-afternoon, I think we should walk for a few hours to save on daylight.
But stop
And
when
then-
we notice it turning into swamp place.
Yeah.
And then chill there, and then go when it gets light again.
Yeah, you
Sounds
can
good.
see off in the distance. There's a much darker patch of
Don't go there.
swamp land.
Not there.
Man, I was gonna go
Well,
there
I
too.
mean, you can't miss it if you're using what directions you know. To get to Marshawna, you're going to have to go through that swamp. But it would take you about an hour, especially because most of you are fairly exhausted.
Yeah.
It's going to take you about an hour, maybe two, to get to the edge of that swamp.
That sounds
Because
good.
you're still having to walk through high grass and stuff like that.
That sounds fine to me.
Mm-hmm. So walk
So-
that little ways, then
Yep.
camp, and then.
Make up camp before we get to the nasty part. Sure,
Yeah.
sure, sounds great.
Okay.
Do we have cutter?
Huh?
Do we have any cutter?
And cover.
A lot of deet.
Oh, no.
Oh, okay. I was sitting there like, those are 2 words.
Bad
What?
jokes, folks.
Well,
No.
and I'm a walking campfire because I got the fire. So
Oh, nice.
we're good to go
So
when
we
we
could be
get
making
there.
s'mores all.
So yeah, even
under
if
your
your like
armpits.
flint and steel is
You
gone,
lost all
I
of your
got you.
marshmallows. All of them
Yeah,
drowned.
you were the marshmallow guy. You were the one holding the
I ate them all.
You can't, you can't have s'mores with just graham crackers.
Bread and water going, these are mine now.
gotta pass the time.
Or someone threw a rope down.
He saw the rose and I'm good, man.
We forgot our
You took them off of
boxes.
guy's body, shoved the body, threw it in the water, and started eating.
See, this is why we need a druid,
too.
because they can produce food. You can also do that, by the
I
way.
got survival. Yeah, I can find some stuff.
Or, like, produce, like, you can create food.
You have me confused with a cleric who doesn't light stuff on fire.
You can find a particularly tasty snake and light it on fire.
What's
Eating roast cobra. That's good.
So what's your survival? Or can I ask?
I'm comfortable in the woods. And
There you talk about it in player information. That's what
Yeah. I'm
It's-
comfortable. I lived in the
It's not
woods.
like asking about your politics or something.
Yeah.
No, I just didn't know.
How
if
do
it
you
was-
feel about survival?
Well, like gameplay.
I understand. No. As a player,
Because you said you were good with survival, and
Yeah.
I'm also good with survival.
as a character, I will say, yeah, I'm comfortable. I'm not. The Ritz sounds great, but here's fine
Yeah,
too.
that's pretty
This
Yeah.
place is absolutely
So
disgusting.
you guys walk
This is
for
why
about
we
an hour and a
didn't
half, and you're now at the edge of the swamp. It is it's not twilight yet. It's getting close to sunset, which is beautiful in Marshawna.
It really is.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, no,
Shame about the smell.
Yeah.
Kind of.
Still, yeah, it still smells like
walking out
compost,
of the, yeah.
pretty
I'm
much.
picturing Florida right now. Not the nice.
Where
parts.
you are at,
The gator filled parts.
Yeah.
you no longer see the ship or the river.
Or the guy.
Or, well, the one guy
see him in-
is gone, has been gone for a long time.
I see him in my heart.
I'll never forget his body just floating.
As you went for
And the
rope.
marshmallows, guys, I went to.
As you guys settle, you start to build camp. I take it you guys are building camp, right?
Yeah.
Okay. As you guys start to build camp and stuff like that, you start hearing the twilight noises of Marshawna, which is a lot of like cicadas and owls, stuff like that. Lots of
Give a hoot
bullfrogs,
couple.
lots of bullfrogs, things like that. And let's see.
Derek Foley.
Ryan, roll a perception check.
All right. 21.
Nice.
Okay. As everybody is getting ready, you're going through your sack.
Makes sense.
And as you're going through your pack trying to find food or something like that, you find the contract, which is good.
Score.
Yes, it is.
But there's something now written on the contract.
Is it
Of course.
beware of octopus?
All it says is, I'll catch you guys later, F.
Freeman!
Man, that was some really rude language
Nope.
written on there.
Yeah.
I think, okay, I know you guys can't read this, but I think someone just told us to go F ourselves.
That is so rude. That is so rude.
Okay,
It's
now,
Ferryman, of course.
well, are you going to tell the rest of the party that something was written on the contract?
There's no reason not to. I say, hey, this is what it says, and I tell the truth.
Okay.
This is what it says.
Is it written in the same writing style as the other stuff?
No.
So it's different.
Oh, is it
Yeah.
still in the same language that only I can read?
No.
Draconic?
It's in common.
Oh, it's in common. Well, okay, well, here, I just pass it around.
Fold it up, it's written on the
I'll look it
outside.
up.
Have I ever seen something that Ulysses has ever written down?
No.
No, then I couldn't.
Sucks to be you.
Okay.
couldn't
As
recognize
you show it to them,
Fitzstevens.
and after they all read it, it disappears.
Oh.
You kidding me?
Well,
The
that was
contract
nice.
or the words?
The words.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh, no, the contract's still there.
Yeah, contract's still there.
It's always there.
The
That was
words,
weird.
But the words just kind of, they turn orange and then they just kind of burn themselves off the contract without burning the
It's
contract.
like the 3D effect where the
Yeah, it's just
that's,
kind of-
that's really cool.
Yeah.
And we say, well, that was weird.
That was weird.
Sleep time.
That was very weird. Now, who has first watch?
Yeah,
Okay,
we
so
definitely
we'll
do
first
this
the
a
first
smart
time.
way.
Let's see, you lost your pack, but as you're getting ready to roll a d10 for me right quick.
D10, you say?
It's a good
Okay.
one, yeah. 9.
9. Any modifiers or?
No, that's fine.
Okay.
As you are just putting out your plot, because as you said in your backstory, you kind of like to go off on your own.
Mm-hmm.
You decide to make your little squatter camp a little closer to the river, and as you're making your stuff, you trip over something. Roll perception.
Perception.
Dead guy. Calm it down.
13.
Well, we walked for
16.
2 hours. That's
16?
impressive.
Wait, 16?
Perception.
For perception? Oh, there it is. Yeah. 16. Nice.
16?
Man.
Nice job.
Okay. You immediately look down once you trip over it, and what you find is a very wet and a very bloody
Guy Ferryman.
giant claymore.
Oh, sweet. Free weapon.
He was so disappointed. He was so disappointed.
He's so disappointed he didn't find God.
Guy?
However, you find Guy's claymore.
Okay, which is good. I can
That
use
is
it.
sweet.
And
First loot of the adventure. You win.
etched in the blade says, to my friend Stromile.
I don't know about this.
Don't look
Does it
at
also
Gift
have
Claymore
etched
in
in
the
there
mouth.
like all his children and whatnot, and like his wife?
No, that's
his,
all it says.
To my boy
To
Stro.
my friend Stromile.
his 1,500 children's names are also etched in the blade.
Wait, hold on. I charm Personed though.
Okay?
Yeah, but that wore
I'm
off.
not done yet.
But he was impressed by me, and he really.
Oh yeah.
All right. After the incident with the letter, with the contract, you put it back in your sack, and while you're still rummaging around in your sack, you find a black box with blue ribbon, actually silver ribbon.
No hesitation whatsoever. Crack that bad boy open.
It's got the recording of the flight.
He just has like a compulsive, just open everything he possibly can.
Anything could be in there. It's a mystery box.
Don't
When you open
box.
it, you take the ribbon off, you open it up. Laying in the box is a ring that looks to me made out of something not quite silver, but not quite just regular iron either. And it has the head of a dragon on it.
Exactly.
You bought it in Chinatown.
It came out of one of those
quarter
It
things.
is fairly heavy.
the gashapons.
Yeah.
It is fairly heavy too. Fairly heavy. And so what? Are you just looking at
This
it?
seems like I would need to make an Arcana check on that stuff, right?
Right.
Just to see if I know what's going on here. Exactly.
Oh, that'd be a good roll.
My Arcana is going to be 10. I had to think about that.
10?
Yeah.
Okay.
Not great.
Claw machine.
You feel like you know the dragon head. It looks familiar.
Mm-hmm.
And you definitely notice that while it's sitting there in the case, you're not even touching it yet, right?
Mm-hmm.
While it's sitting in the case, what looks to be jeweled eyes, or they're like an amber, they're like flowing, like lava.
There's really no good reason not to just grab this thing, right? In no fantasy story ever has grabbing a neat looking ring ever been a bad idea.
Yeah.
So yeah.
I only have a 10 inch, so I can't recall a story that didn't work out.
Yeah, I was
right,
like,
so-
oh hey, this looks really nice. Let's just pop that bad boy on and see how it looks on this little hand right here.
Okay.
I only have one cure wound.
So you put it on your left ring finger?
Sure.
Okay, you might want to write that down.
Ooh, this will be on the test.
As you put it on your left ring finger, your left hand immediately makes a fist and shoots straight up in the air, and fire shoots about 40 foot in the air.
Ryukin.
Cool.
Ryukin.
And you guys are probably like, what the hell
As a
are
fan
you
of fire,
doing
I am
there?
both impressed and confused and worried.
It's like, well, I'm just gonna hang on to this.
Well, you look kind of off by yourself. We're all basically within like a 30-foot like radius.
I see it though from
you
afar.
are. You guys.
Yeah, my
you guys
eyebrows
are-
get singed a little
Try
bit.
not to
Does he just
crap
have a
yourself.
produce flame ring?
This is why I go off and make my own camp.
And now who's special?
I know now.
Can you do 40 feet of flame?
I rolled a 14 pout check. So
In fact, I should write down the 40 feet.
I'm
thing,
jealous
too.
by 20 right now, actually.
I got this old bloodied up claymore.
You wasted a natural 20.
Plus a minus 15 narcissistic.
That always happens. Anytime I make a joke roll, it's always
modifier.
not 20.
So I'm not impressed at all.
17.
Yeah, see, we all rolled pretty good.
Your claymore, and we'll just call it Guy's claymore.
So what with me, guys?
You can stay with that same spirit.
Until you decide to name it something else.
Guys, more.
It does 4d6 worth of damage.
Say that again.
4d6 worth of damage.
Or
D6.
4d6 worth of damage.
So, like, you would roll
Four of these.
4 regular dice.
okay.
And if you specify that you are using it to cleave, which
Okay.
is to bring it down overhead,
okay.
it cannot be saved against.
Oh, okay.
Auto damage?
Wait, what?
Can't be saved against, as in you can't dodge it?
Yeah, like it's,
Whoa.
it's
He's gonna
it's
throw a
100%.
really hard monster at us
Yeah.
very soon.
Or that thing is gonna rust.
No, not
Or it
guys.
comes with a curse.
Oh,
or
that's not
something.
my fault.
No.
Guys, Claymore would never ever.
Do I have any
It's Geismore though.
Rust-Olan or anything in my pack?
Now, anytime you decide you're going to cleave with it, you have to roll a strength check higher than a 13.
And if I don't get that, I can't use it.
You can't pick it up.
Is that his turn?
Oh, okay, okay.
It's like Thor's hammer. But
No,
it's like it's
just,
emotional.
if he says cleave, he has to roll strength. That
So, like-
and the whole thing is his action, but he has to roll
Gotcha.
strength.
So rather than
before he
attack,
rolls.
you just strength check, basically.
Yeah, because it's so stinking heavy to lift.
Yeah.
That's cool.
This seems like a good time for me to say, hey guys, have you looked in your packs lately? Because
I'm
I just
still-
found this awesome little box in here that I didn't hesitate to
Yeah,
open.
yeah. If you say that, because we're all getting stuff.
If you just wonder where the hell that came from, it's like, this is in my pack.
Well, we don't know about the
Yours,
guy more though.
Yeah, we don't know about Geismore.
you don't know its name.
Guys.
All you know is that it is
So good.
it is a ring of instant fireball.
It's a Juicy Jolo
Fireball?
Like the spell Fireball.
Has
my.
1 charge of fireball per day and recharges
That's-
itself instantly.
Some
Every day.
spicy.
way
Some
better.
spicy.
That is some spicy.
Yeah.
He's gonna throw something really big at us.
To kind of put that into perspective, that piddly little spell I hit it with was level 1.
And that's level.
Fireball's
8d6.
8d6 worth of damage.
Yeah, it has to make a dex saving throw. So throw it at Snorlax,
And,
we're getting
and that's
damage
just
every
half.
time.
So like if you
Yeah.
manage to dodge a little bit, you
Yep.
only get slightly burned alive.
Exactly.
Once a day.
Unless you're a rogue with evasion.
Now,
Very true.
because of what it is, you know the spell.
Mm-hmm.
Because of the spell that it is, when you use it, you have to make a Constitution saving throw of 10 or better.
I actually do okay with con, which is weird for a wizard.
Because
but
basically it sucks at your soul.
worth it.
Absolutely worth it.
And if I fail that,
If you fail
the
that-
spell just kind of fizzles.
It's like
and
real
you instantly
joy.
pass it.
Yeah.
Kind of sucks away at your soul a little bit.
So that's more of a last resort type thing.
That is- yeah.
Or cast from behind everyone. Whoops, passed out. Okay, I'm sleeping.
Yeah. All right. You guys are going to look into practice?
All right.
Oh yeah. Open that. Were you rolling to look?
Oh, well, I was rolling to see if I had any marshmallows, but
I
clearly
had
we
them all,
talked
yeah.
about, yeah.
It's already been
Stro.
established that
The marshmallow fiend.
Stromile swiftly took care of it.
That's what we call the tentacle monster.
The marshmallow fiend?
The
Marshmallow Fiend. I really like that name. Though.
Yeah, it's a good one. That's episode 1.
Episode 1. Marshmallow.
Ah, that's good.
As you look through your pack,
My religious pack.
yeah, you're not really sure how this got in there, and you don't know why your pack wasn't about twice as heavy as it should have
It
been.
was a horse.
No, what you
That's not
find is a golden brazier that is about that big around, sitting in the bottom of your pack.
You say it's like, so like
It's
long?
about that tall,
Okay,
about
so
that big
it's the
around.
forearm.
Wait. Bracer or brazier?
Brazier.
Oh, okay,
brazier's
I'm thinking-
like
I was
a little
thinking,
thing
okay, so
with
it's
a
a
fire.
Brazier.
Gotcha.
Okay, that's what I thought you said.
A brazier with 3 chains hanging from it,
Okay.
and as you drag it out,
Cursed, don't do it.
Says the guy who opened a box and then grab the thing in the box.
Immediate.
I would like
Work that
to. Well, I gotta get it away from my stuff.
Messed up.
So yeah, I'll pick it, but I don't want to like hold it aloft. I want to kind of like sneak it to the side. So if it explodes, they don't know
are you
what's going
picking
on.
it up by the brazier itself, or are you picking it up by the chains?
Oh, so the chains are hanging down.
2
I'll just pick it up by the
chains.
cup.
Okay.
That's what I'm thinking of, right? It's like a.
Well, it's
Or it's a bowl.
It's kind of basically looks like a pot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. You grab a hold of the 2 sides and you pick it up out of your pack. As soon as it clears the pack, you roll Constitution.
Oh. 13.
Okay.
The sound effects report.
The inside, you see a flame burst inside of it, and it instantly starts getting very hot. So you drop it.
Okay.
Drop it like it's hot.
When it hits the ground, the flame goes out.
It was literally hot. Though.
Yeah, no, it really was. Not like it was hot.
And nothing else has changed on it.
It's hot.
Pick it up.
Okay. Yeah. Well,
Gloves on?
I do have gloves on. It did not help, as far as I know.
It didn't burn you. I mean, it
That's
just got
true.
really
Yeah,
hot.
it's one of those
Magic
things of
fire.
like your hand was near the steaming pot, but all right, yeah. So there's 3 chains. The chains get burned or charred or anything? They look normal.
They look normal.
So yeah. So I'll like pick 2 of them up and then pick the 3rd one up real quickly and then hold it aloft. like
Okay.
that.
When you pick it up by the chains, the flame reignites inside of the brazier, and you start hearing whispering inside the flames.
See, this is good.
Okay. What's
Fire in the
whispering
flames.
say?
Oh,
You can't. It's unintelligible.
So it's whispering.
You just
It's Dragon
From the
Force.
thing, and it's so I'm like I imagine I'm holding it like
You know
this.
some Dragon Force, don't you?
It's a little bit closer. Does it get louder?
Through the fire and the
yes,
flames.
it's very loud.
But it's still unintelligible.
I thought they were linked.
It starts becoming more intelligible, and you start hearing words like
Nope. They're British.
I squiggly set it back down.
flame goes out.
So guys, I don't want to alarm anybody, but I found this thing, and
Dibs! No.
We can sell it.
It's true, we could. So when you pick it up by the chains, and the bowl now is, by the way, called 3 chains. So you're gonna pick it up, and then and it was talking to me.
What it said.
What did it say?
It just said master, and which I mean might not be alarming to some people, but it said it like not. It wasn't like I just got back from the weekend. Like it was.
So you're saying that the light burned faster, then it said master.
Yeah.
Obey your
Wow.
master.
Yeah.
Thank
that
you.
was.
I appreciate that.
Yeah. So I told the crew, I'm like, okay,
Speaking
watch
of
me.
Italian,
If something goes
These
weird
young
with me,
kids.
if something goes
All
weird
they
with
know
me,
is black.
come to my aid, and I pick it up again, and I hold it close to. I'm like,
Your
watch
hand-
me.
I'm just gonna take that longbow and start drawing it back. It's like,
The flame
okay.
reignites inside the brazier. You start hearing the whispering again. You can all hear the whispering.
So we're all the master?
And no.
Oh, I'm saying it then. Dang.
Okay, so you're just holding it like this, and you just hear the whispering.
Yeah.
The whispering gets a little louder, and a little louder, and a little louder, and then you finally hear master again.
This time I hold on.
And okay.
This would be a great comedy routine. It's like, okay, let's try it again.
Who's on first?
3 chains.
You hear release me. Keep saying it over and over, and then it says
There's something in the bowl.
master release me, master release me.
So I okay, and I make sure that when I'm not over like a rock, something soft, but I just drop it.
Flame goes up.
How about if you ask
like a
him
genie,
or
yeah.
it, like, why?
Yeah, I didn't.
I mean, I don't know if it will answer.
We
but
run it back. Actually,
you go through the whole routine.
Yeah, we run it back again. When you're troubleshooting
You
your
load
magic
state,
brazier,
try it
you gotta
again.
start from step one. You gotta plug it in to. You can't plug it into a power strip. You gotta put it into a wall. And then you gotta start from step one. You gotta power through. You gotta make sure you gotta go through your settings.
Have you reset your brazier yet? Yes, I did that before I contacted
Well,
you.
look, let's. It's tough. I mean, everybody's on break, so there's not really. You can't call in. So all right, okay. So final time. It says I get to the point where I was before, and then this time holding on to it very strongly, I say, okay, you're released.
It continues to say.
Your advice sucks.
Hey, you haven't followed
Okay.
my advice yet.
Can I make a religious check to see what this is?
Now it has changed just from release me to say the word to release me. And roll a perception check real quick.
19.
On the side of the brazier, and it is now glowing in bright, flaming red letters.
Sure, yeah. Yeah.
Say the words, release me, damn it.
It says
What's the
ignite.
Elven word for friend?
It says ignite.
Ignite. All right. Then I
Do you have an insight tagged by any chance? Are you proficient in insight?
I am.
Would you like to do an insight check?
Well,
See if this is a good idea.
yeah. Well, okay. So it wants to ignite. Then hold it with the left hand, right hand burst into fire, and then inside.
Okay, it just absorbs the fire.
Absorbs it? You're welcome. It's cold out here. No, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know what to do.
And you
I'm
hear
an
the whisper,
idiot.
you hear,
What? Boom. Feed it. I would have fed it marshmallows, but
You have your own pet calcifer.
I don't know. Yeah, so I don't know. I'm an idiot in real. This is not my
and it
character.
keeps
This
saying,
is the player. I'm an
master,
idiot.
say the word and release me.
What is the word?
Yeah, I've already.
Ignite?
Well, yeah, I've. Okay, so yeah, I say ignite.
Okay. As soon as you say that, the flame that is inside the brazier bursts out away from everybody.
Okay, much appreciated.
Yeah. And
Sorry, owls.
starts forming into a 20-foot tall fire elemental.
Oh.
See, this is why.
I said insight check first. Just gonna throw that out there.
Okay.
And looks at you and asks you where.
What?
Do you have any enemies yet that need to meet a fire elemental?
Yeah.
Standing on the edge of a swamp, there's grasslands, doesn't seem to be anybody around.
Yeah.
Other than them.
Yeah. Not then.
And it's fairly wet ground. So
So it's asked me where.
it's just asked you where.
I think he's on second. No.
It could plow us a path straight through the swamp.
Burn.
I don't know. Yeah, no, I don't know. Is on third. That was the one. Yeah. I guess. Yeah. I don't actually understand. I'm just. Can I make an insight check to understand what? 'Cause, I mean, where is a very open-ended question. Yeah, that's a crit. So
Okay.
25 total. Tell me
you
what to do.
know enough about fire magic.
Yeah.
He's asking you where to point him.
Okay. I am from the woods, so I
go
would.
back in the cup.
Just point at the cup.
Yeah. If he's raring to go, right? If you've stretched, he's stretched,
Yeah.
and he's warmed up. He's taking his protein shakes. He's ready to go. I don't want to burn the whole thing down, but if he could blaze us our path for tomorrow.
Literally blaze a trail.
That's right. He
to
could
the
blaze us
city.
a path right to the city.
You see where his mouth should be.
Yeah.
The fire on his face gets a little lighter there and turns into what looks like a grin.
Yeah, Joker smile.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
And he turns and looks at the swamp and raises both arms, and fire roars
Yep.
out of both arms and cuts about a 7-foot across swath through the trees directly in front of you.
I like this
I'm
method
meant
of
to
travel.
do that. Yeah.
As soon as that happens,
Yep.
as soon as he's done, he withers, starts shrinking down, and then hops back into the brazier,
Right.
and the brazier goes up.
Okay. And can I assume as a player that's a 1-day thing, or do I need to make another check?
Yeah, what you have,
It's a portable fire Kamehameha wave.
Yeah, basically.
you have the brazier of commanding fire elementals.
It kind of sounds
So
like
cool.
that. Razor of Kamehameha wave.
At first level, at your level right now,
We can
says
take all those
while
golems
burning, while a fire burns in
know,
this
I'm not even worried about
brass
it.
brazier, you can use an action to speak the brazier's command word and summon a fire elemental, as if you would cast the conjure elemental spell.
Okay.
The brazier
We'll get a
can't
pretty good
be
one, by the
used this way again until
guys
next
more.
dawn.
Next day.
So what?
Okay.
You're,
Now,
That's gonna come.
I can look that up.
It's gonna come.
Gonna come in too handy.
the fire damage it can wield, and it's an instantaneous. No saving throws against this because it's freaking fire elemental.
Yep.
Is 2d10
2d10 damage.
at this level.
Okay.
It is level 1, just like you. It will grow with you.
Oh, yeah.
So as
And
you
at
level
level
up,
1, it can do that.
levels up.
Okay.
The other thing is that right now, using it
Yep.
actually burdens your other fire magic.
Oh.
That's interesting.
Then you are just gonna get all that for
So
free.
some of your other fire spells,
Mm-hmm.
you actually now have to roll a 10 or better to make them go off.
Okay. And that's for the day, I imagine. So you use it, and then it is like your thing. You want to use it at the very end of the day, so you don't.
The other caveat is if you use it first,
Yep.
you free up your fire magic, but you can't use it again until the next day.
Right. It is. Did I see that it was a spell? Did I understand that it's a spell and everything?
It's technically a spell, but technically not because it stands alone.
Okay. Because
It can't be.
Jeez.
It can't be retconned.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, gotcha. I'm all about it. I'm gonna write that in there, and then we're gonna be good to go.
So this is where you say that glass found nothing.
Oh yeah. I'm ripping in there because
It's like there's gotta be something really good in
these
here.
are two really cool gadgets. I'm gonna see what I got.
Nah. He just gets knocked out again.
Not a thing.
He probably just
He just instantly
It's just
passes
a fist.
out.
It's a fist that comes out of my bag.
Right? You can. That sounds really cool, actually. You have a fist of fury spell?
Just stuck in your bag, so that when someone tries to rob you, they just get punched in the
Alright,
face.
yeah, take my bag. Like strings coming out of it, you know what I mean?
Well, you were looking through your sack after seeing all what they've got. You guys still have no idea what he's got.
Yeah.
But after you see what they got, you're rummaging through your sack quickly, and you find a very plain-looking
Of course.
cloth bag with twine wrapped around the top of it. And on the side of the bag, all it says is beads.
Beans.
Messing
See,
giants up.
you got your green beans after
I
all.
got my green bean.
There is a note attached.
Oh yeah. I'm gonna read that note. I read before I
Just to be clear.
do so.
Read before you eat.
Yeah, read before you.
That's a freebie, kids.
Okay,
Stay in school.
I don't think we can eat these beans though.
probably a good idea. The note says, "Sorry for the headache, and use these wisely."
It's a sensu bean.
Interesting.
I'm gonna open them
That's your
and see what they look
second
like.
DBZ reference.
You're welcome, kids.
They are different colors. They don't look like jelly beans. They look like regular beans. But you've got some orange ones in there. You got some kind of topaz colored ones in there. Some green ones.
Topaz, do you have
some
any, like,
yellow ones.
Maybe like a licorice flavor, because those are nasty. You can just toss them out.
They don't look like. They
Bernie
look
Mac.
like lima beans. Is what they look like.
How many total beans are there?
50.
50 beans. You could throw away a bean every hour of podcasting, and you probably have enough beans forever.
I had 50 cool beans.
He did write cool beans.
Nothing was ever said that they were cool beans, though.
I'm sure
It's
pretty
implied.
cool.
Whatever.
He's inferring, but it was implied.
Heavily implied.
You're assuming they're cool.
So I open it up.
Eat a bean.
I have an idea. Yeah,
I have an idea.
I'm gonna open it up and then sleight of hand to pop up my coin pouch, and then open it up and be like, I just got gold.
I see what you're doing.
Yeah.
So what would that contest, like our perception
I'm the
abilities?
Yeah.
I'm the rogue. That's what I do.
We'll see if we
I'll
can-
roll a perception, except for.
Ha!
Except two?
You better roll really, really well.
Ooh.
That's a 20.
Oh.
Oh, wait, nat 20?
No, he.
Oh, mine's a 24. So,
Did you see all the gold he got? Because I rolled a
actually,
10.
that gold looks really weird and like orangey and topaz colored. That's the weirdest gold I've
And
ever
the
seen.
light,
in my
no,
life.
the swamp light is
gold.
weird. It's fine.
Look at it.
Look at it. Look at it. It's cool.
It's 125 gold.
So
So
what
what
exactly do I
did you-
see when he shows this off?
What did you do with the beans?
I put them back in my bag. Just I tied them back up, put them back in my bag.
You tied them back up, put them back in your bag, and did sleight of hand with your coin purse.
Like when I opened it, I went.
Oh, like a magician.
I don't know about that.
You need to roll a dex save.
Okay.
He needs to roll an
Well,
insanity card.
it's sleight of hand is what
I
they call
understand.
that.
Roll a
Okay.
dex save.
That's 19.
Okay. You get it tied up pretty good, except for one bean. One bean falls out.
You want to demonstrate what it does.
Absolutely.
I see.
And one bean hits the ground at your feet. Roll dexterity again.
49 cool beans. It said use it wisely.
Oh.
7. Am I gonna get a beanstalk? I sure hope so.
Right up the butt.
No. As the bean hits the ground, it goes, and suddenly there is a green cloud of grass crawling up, green cloud of gas crawling up your legs.
Man, I am perceiving the hell out of this now. It's like, this is
And
fascinating.
I say, did you see he got that gold?
It's like, no, you really should look down. This is crazy.
What does it feel like?
Nothing. You can't feel anything
Oh.
at the further up it climbs.
Oh, that's okay.
Paralyzed at the first level.
Sounds like some
That's a
good
bummer.
I'm gonna fire him onto the snot out of your legs. Just burn him away.
What should I do? I mean, it's not really hurting. It doesn't feel like anything. I'll just let it
Can
do its
still
thing.
move.
I'm gonna let it do its thing.
Okay. It gets to about your waist, and again, you don't, I mean, it's not even like your legs are asleep. You just can't feel anything below your waist. Keeps crawling up. Once it gets to about where you think your lungs are, you start having trouble breathing.
Just perceiving this so hard. This looks really bad.
It looks
How
really
do I
bad
make
for
this
you.
go away?
Huh?
Do you have a fan?
I don't have a fan,
Go.
and I don't have any fan-flavored spells.
I could burn the fog.
Don't burn.
Yeah, all of my cantrips here would really only make it worse for you.
Yeah. I'm gonna just cough it out, dude.
I would like
I mean, there's-
fall out in the smoke.
Huh?
Like just like fall out.
I conjure Mage Hand right now, and the second says that just to like wave. It's like, nice knowing you on our long adventure.
Okay, it keeps crawling up. You basically, it feels like your lungs are not working. You can no longer breathe. Your heart is starting to slow down. You can't swallow. As it starts crawling up your face, your jaw goes slack, your tongue's kind of just hanging out there, you're drooling a lot. You can't breathe through your
Really
nose.
bad allergic reaction.
It's a bad bean.
Bad bean.
But we got cool stuff.
As it reaches your eyes, everything goes black. You can't see anymore.
I'm gonna just.
You can't move.
I can't do cure wounds.
It's like that spider bites you and like nearly gets you poisoned.
It's holy.
I think he's about to pass out again.
Yeah.
I told you
He has a problem. He has a problem.
Okay, as it crowns your head, you have no thought in your head. You just fall backwards like a stone.
There it goes. Huh.
You guys just watch
Well,
this green
Oh
gas.
yeah, I was watching to the tune of
He
24.
literally is just
Did you see
standing
that
there
gold
and
he
he hits the ground
No
like a
kidding.
sack of potatoes. As soon as you hit the ground, your brain starts working again, your eyes pop open. The green gas is flowing on up into the air.
That's KO number 3. Count them 3.
You're awake, you're able to breathe and stuff like that. You can now feel like it's all coming back slowly. As you watch the green gas continue to rise in the air, a flock of geese fly through it and instantly take a nosedive.
Dinner.
Wow.
Dinner.
Yes.
I caught us dinner, guys. My beans are dinner.
I assume that's gonna just keep traveling up until it hits like gods.
And
You
then it
know.
just dissipates.
No,
It dissipates.
you just destroyed the world.
It might be explosive. It's a good thing I went first.
Okay. You have
Yeah.
a bag of beans.
49 cool beans.
49 cool beans.
I'm modifying this a little bit. So inside the heavy cloth bag, you have now 49 beans. They weigh about a half a pound plus a quarter pound for each bean it contains. So roughly about 5 pounds. But amazingly enough, they feel extremely light when you put them in your sack. So if you dump the bag's contents out on the ground, they explode in a 10-foot radius extending from the beans. Each creature in the area, including you, must make a DC 15 dexterity saving throw, taking 5d4 fire damage on a failed save. That's one thing it does.
Oh, then that's just a single bean?
No, that's if you dump them out.
Oh, okay, that's what I was trying to figure out. So if you just
Or
want to
have
crawl
as
up
much
on a
damage
roof
on
and just like
If you remove a bean from the bag,
call it the mean bean
plant it
machine.
in dirt or sand, and then water it, the bean produces an effect 1 minute later from the ground where it was planted. I'm going to change that. It's if you pull one bean out and throw it.
I was like, while you were saying that, I was thinking of a plan to get a bunch of jars with soil in it and just do as a grenade.
Nice.
What we're going to do with this is every time you throw a bean, you're going to roll a d10. There are 10 different effects. The first one is the paralyzing gas, which
You could coup de grace somebody. Like
Good.
that.
next, anywhere, so that we'll say that's 1 if you roll a 1. That's a hard one to roll. If you roll a 2, a geyser erupts and spouts water, beer, berry juice, tea, vinegar, wine, or oil, whatever. I'll roll for that. 30 feet into the
Oil.
air. 30 feet into the air for 1d12 rounds.
Oil plus that.
Wow.
That's his thing.
Texas tea.
Alright, Jed.
3 is, if you roll a 3, a treant will sprout.
A what?
A treant.
Oh, a treant.
However,
my
you
favorite
will
one so
also have to
far.
roll percentals because there's a 50% chance that the treant is chaotic evil and will attack you.
Goody.
Evil tree. Well, don't worry. If it's an evil tree, we have at least
Well, you
2
have a
things
50
that can handle
You
that.
have a 50-50 chance.
He has an axe and chop it down.
Alright.
Yeah, it's true.
If you roll 4, an animate, immobile stone statue in your likeness will rise.
Nice.
Awesome.
It
That's
may-
the best one.
It will make verbal threats against you.
What?
If you leave it and others come near it, it describes you as the most heinous of villains and directs the newcomers to find
Never
and
mind.
attack you. If you're on the same plane of existence as the statue and it knows where you are, the statue becomes inanimate after 24 hours.
That was really cool, and it just kind of went down.
No, that's the best one. Have a statue that hates you. That looks like you, which is really the thing that it hates the most.
All right, if you roll a 5,
That was
let me
deep.
make sure I add this to
It's a
bookmarks.
very nasty statue.
That's what the bean's called, by the way.
If you roll a 5, a campfire with blue flames springs forth and burns for 24 hours or until it's extinguished.
Okay.
Extinguished.
That'd be great, not in combat.
It'd
It'd be funny,
changed
like,
the
if you
color.
tried to get the campfire one, but then you get the evil tree. It's,
That was 5.
Huh?
that was 5.
Yeah.
6, 1d6 plus 6 shriekers sprout.
So these are meant to be thrown at the enemy.
Yeah.
All of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, and on the statue one, it's not your statue. If you throw it at someone, it's a statue. of
Oh,
them.
okay.
7, right? We're on 7? Mm-hmm. Yeah. 7 is 1d4 plus 8 bright pink toads crawl forth. Whenever a toad is touched, it transforms into a large or smaller monster of the GM's choice. The monster remains for 1 minute, then disappears into a puff of bright pink smoke. So for 1 round, whatever monster pops up will do fighting for you. 8, a hungry... Is it Bulette? I think it's Bulette.
Yeah.
It's a land shark.
Yeah, hungry Bulette burrows up and attacks. Or a 71 to 80 foot tree grows. The tree would have 1d10 plus 20 fruit, 1d8 of which act as randomly determined magical potions.
So wait, either a land shark pops up or a tree with fruit.
Actually, the land shark will come up and attack them.
Okay.
But for you guys, a tree will pop up.
Oh, okay. That's what I was like. Man, that's random.
That's a hard left right there. I'm like, land shark tree. What?
1d8 will act as randomly determined magic potions, while 1 acts as an ingested poison of the GM's choice. The tree vanishes after 1 hour. Picked fruit remain, retaining any magic for 30 days. 9 is a nest of 1d4 plus 3 eggs spring up. Be any creature.
Free eggs.
Actually, so any creature that eats an egg must make a DC 20 Constitution saving throw. On a successful save, a creature permanently increases its lowest ability score by 1, randomly choosing among equally low scores. On a failed save, the creature takes 10d6 force damage from an internal magical explosion.
Nice wording. So either you get a free stat or you die. It's a rough call.
Well, and this is on your enemies too.
So either you give them a free stat or they explode.
Yeah.
That's a risk I'd rather them take.
Yeah, not me.
And finally, this is 10, right? 10, a pyramid with a 60-foot square base bursts upward. Inside is a sarcophagus containing a mummy lord. The pyramid is treated as the mummy lord's lair, and its sarcophagus contains treasure of the GM's choice. I will also say that the mummy lord will fight for you for the entire fight.
Wow.
He wanted to protect his treasure.
Arena.
Sucker.
Well, he's considering.
Wow, we took all his marshmallows.
I have my own
He's considering it.
and that.
The second say, oh hey, you should go fight those guys. I was like, go up the pyramid, get ourselves some treasure.
Well, no, if you throw the damn thing, if you throw the damn thing in the middle of battle, the pyramid shows up in the middle of battle.
Yeah, it'll separate us. That's awesome, and then we'll have a home field advantage because it's a pyramid.
And then the band shows up and we get inspired because they play our theme song. And
Sure.
All right, and everybody gets 300 points, 300 XP.
Yay, 300 exp, 300.
Dirk, that's actually a spot on your character sheet.
Oh yeah,
it's on the far right. I lied yesterday when it said don't worry about it.
Experience points. There it is.
Wait, did we
Top
gain
right.
any before?
Any what?
Well, that was like
You're
the
level 1,
whole,
you start at 0.
the whole day is just where we're at.
The old day, we've had kind of a rough day to the tune of about 300 experience points.
You sit back and reflect.
Which is basically a level, if I remember.
It's level 2, yeah.
Oh, is it really?
Yeah, it's level 2 now.
Dang, that was quick. Woo, we did it. And you guys didn't want to come down the river. Well, it turns out we got a lot of cool beans.
So we
get a
leveled
level.
We got some cool beans. We got a cup. We got a ring. We got
Yeah, I was about to say,
sword.
let's not go through the mechanics of leveling for everyone to hear because no one likes
I
to
just
listen to me choose spells. So yeah, that's
okay.
fascinating.
So yeah, so are we? It looks like we're wrapping up.
All right, yeah, you guys are, after getting all your magical items, you guys are just chilling, recouping from the day. Ryan probably needs to reset his arm.
Nice.
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna assume the cleric would do that. It is literally his
I'm
job.
assuming the bard would do that. He's got good hands.
What?
Gross.
I have what hands?
Nothing. Don't worry about it. So that's pretty good. This one day thing. Well, thank you guys for watching. Whenever this gets put on the anything. Thank you guys for watching. Hopefully we'll be back next time with session number 2.